you're over, just let me know, okay?
Starts at A minor, we vamp the first 4 bars. That's pretty much enough. I always said it's like a little bit of an escape for me when I was a kid, just kind of go into my own little world. And then it sort of turned around, you know what I mean? It wasn't an escape anymore, it was actually kind of a communicative part of my way of doing things and being and stuff like that.
So we got together to jam with Frank, and it was just so out and so much fun, and we've been playing together every Wednesday night for just jamming, for just the fun of it, for over 30 years.
You know, come on, they call it playing music for a reason.
You're not playing what you practice. What you practice might come out, but if I've had a rough day, it might be a little more anger-filled. It might be a little more aggressive. If I've had a really good day or a couple of days, then it might be a little more mellow. So, you know, music is a reflection of who you are in that snapshot of your life. I've had musicians come up to say to me, how do you do this sometimes? Because the room's dead. There's nobody here. And, you know, you guys are just, you know, you're up there, you're playing away, you're having, you know, having so much fun.
Because you go into a room, you know, and they talk about, the word is the vibe, okay? This room's got a vibe, you know? So you go into a room and you feel maybe the light and the feeling of the people in there and sort of the whole, how the day has been. Maybe something happened in the news, or maybe something good happened, or it's a holiday or something. And there's all these things contribute to this energy that the room has.
The crowd, I want to take them on my journey. Do I need a crowd to take on my journey? No, because I'm going to go there anyways.
Taking a tune and doing it this way one day, that speed the next day, play it as a Latin this day, play it as a swing the next day. It's a language, and so you're speaking. In order to really communicate with this stuff, you have to be right now. You can't be yesterday or tomorrow. You can't be thinking about your laundry. You're playing, and so you're right in the moment when you're playing. And of course, you're hearing what your other musicians are doing. And so that's all sort of the right now. You're remembering what you've done, because everything we're doing now is based on how the music has coalesced to that point. And when you play, there's this little leap into the future, so to speak. Now, what I find interesting about that is I may be headed in a particular direction, and you kind of feel that you're going there, and then the drummer goes.
I think listening to music's really important.
A lot of kids don't really know how to listen to anything, let alone other people.
Playing with people is just an exchange of ideas. You know, we have to be able to talk. I got rhythm, and I got great ears, and I know enough, you know, to get by on songs. That is all I need to communicate to the other musicians. Here's where I'm at in the song, here's what I'm playing, and all I want them to do is support me, or when they're playing, I just play a rhythm like a rhythm player should play and support them. And if, you know, with good support, you can take off and you can experiment, you can play, because you always know you have a landing pad.
In the kind of musics that I play, there's really nobody watching out for you, so you've got to watch out for each other. And so it's all, that's why you sort of have to be right here, because you have to remember this, you have to know about this, and you have to be thinking about this, but this may get influenced by that. It's all about the music. And then, you know, the white-black thing, and the male-female, and the gay-straight, and the whatever, it just all goes away. What else do we need in this freaking world right now? You know what I mean? It's the worst thing we have going on right now is we're all trying to figure out how we're divided from, oh, how am I different from you so I can join this club and not that one? You know what I mean? It's just senseless, because idiot can play or you can't.
And we're going to create a society that is not creative, and we need to rescue our society.
People started first experimenting with artificial intelligence. This was the death of musical composition. And I was just laughing my head off, because I'm sorry, but one thing computers can't do is they can't get distracted by your cat. Right? You're sitting there and you're writing music, and I don't care. You come back, and you got to get back where you are. Now, when you do that, you're not going to be insane. You know what I mean? There's going to be this little human thing.
You know, you can't be another cookie cutter because you'll get put on the shelf. It has to be, you know, and they try to keep promoting cookie cutters, but it's the ones that come out with a original creative sound that actually end up making it.
How many of them are breaking the mold and doing something that steps outside the lines that we expect to hear, and people are going, wow, that's really freaking cool. And musicians get really good at solving problems. Most of the musicians I've known is like, well, okay, let's see, the truck is broken down. We have to be at the gig in 2 hours. If I take a piece of string and I tie that muffler back on.
Whereas math, you know, you can be very creative with numbers. I'm well aware of that, but it starts from a very in the box, here's how you do your math. But for them to get creative outside of it, well, they need that creative ability, which I think the arts promotes.
People are kind of using their instincts anymore. And you know, instinctively, come on, music is positive.
I get to express what I'm feeling. I get to express, you know, they've played at me, now here's what I'm hearing back at you.
Everybody hums a little bit, everybody beats on something a little bit, everybody taps a little rhythm, you know. We all do it, we all dance, we all move, we all sing.
What's there to understand? You feel it. You know, they feel what I'm playing. That's all they need to do. I don't need them to be technical.
And it's happening, you know. I mean, music is happening, it's right here, man, but it's not getting there. It's not getting up, you know.
Thank you. That's
Nobody ever thought that. Never put that together.
It's the same Stella. Okay. What are we doing?
No problem.
I'm gonna do Afro Blue.